Welcome to Periodic Castle with Jumpy Juveria.
Periodic. So I'll tell you one more story today. So what happened was, again in Germany, right? The German miners went underground to search for something, and suddenly they mistook a nickel mineral.
Why did they
See, the miners go down to find, diamond, emeralds,
Germany
coal.
only rich.
Yeah, the German had these miners. They were very close. So even cobalt was the same thing. And they found a mineral. They found is very beautiful, green color. It was very nice. But then they inhaled it. There were poisonous gases. And they found it. Oh, this is a demon. So there was a smoke coming out of it. So they said there's a Christian legend which means that there is a person called Old Nick. Old Nick is a goblin. Wow. He lives under the ground.
You are like
Yeah,
that.
and they said this is an old nick. It is nickeline, and they called it Kupfernickel. Kupfernickel means old nickel's copper, and then that is how the word nickel came in. So this is nickel,
You are
and
just inventing.
yeah, no, I'm really. It's a real story. I'm telling you. You can read it or Google it, and that is how the word nickel came in. Nickel is supposed to be the most abundant metal in the core of the earth after iron. So nickel is also found inside, and because one trick people do with nickel, nickel is called the cousin of silver.
What?
Why? Because nickel does not rust in the air. So people will coat jewelry with silver. The color is same, silver color, and people think it's very expensive jewelry. And that is why the kings of the old started using nickel for coins. So even today, some of the countries use nickel coins. Like Americans' coin is made of copper and nickel.
Both.
Yeah, it's called alloy. So when you mix the alloy, remember ALL, all mineral come into alloy. So copper and nickel. So if you look at, what's the atomic number of nickel? So put all the coins like that. Two big coins and in twos, so the number is
28.
So think of the number nickel and always think of
And it's same Ni.
Ni. Nickel 28 is the number for nickel. Right. Now nickel is so nice when it's used with copper. Remember the coin in America, 5 paisa, it's called 5 cent. That's called, if I use copper and nickel, give me a word for it. Niku. Hey, Nico is Zingy's unicorn's name. Unicorn. So, Nico.
And Zainab likes unicorn blackness, so she kept it Unibur.
Unibur. But what about copper and nickel? I like the name. Nico I like it. But actually it's called Copro-nickel. That's a very boring name they gave it. But anyway, this copper-nickel. Connie could be good. But copper-nickel is used in toasters. It is used in electric guitar. It is used in propellers of ships and planes. And also, it is used in the handles of the knives. Wow. A lot of things that nickel is used for. Yeah. Nickel is not used in car. Yeah, perhaps yes when we talk about copper. But that's the real story I told you, Zingy, of German miners.
It's not the real story.
German miners digging and finding.
There
is no goblin, of course, but it's a lore. Lore means it's a myth, a legend, a story. And that goblin is going to come up today night and say, "Hello, Zainab." Hello, Jumpy Juveria. You spoke about me in the periodic castle. Let me take you to the castle. Alright, so that's all from us. Bye bye, Niku.
Bye bye.
What's the atomic number, nickel?
28.
And atomic name?
Nickel.
Ni.